What's good, everybody? Welcome to Misunderstood Judgment Free Zone. I am your girl, your favorite blast from the past, xoxo from last night, to some, xoxo LSG, whichever rocks your boat, and this is Misunderstood. I'd like to start with welcoming everybody and issuing a public apology. I would like to issue a public apology to each and every one of you. I know I kind of did a disappearing act on everyone, but I swear to you, it wasn't on purpose. Let's give this another shot, and maybe you can be a cast member. You can like, subscribe, follow all the public platforms, all of my personal platforms, which are also added in everything. And yeah, let's get into it. As I said, guys, I would like to apologize. I am so very sorry that I started and we were on a roll and then I just kind of disappeared. Before going further, I'd just like to say please excuse my voice. It might sound a little nasally, might sound a little hoarse. I am recovering from a bit of a summer flu spell kind of thing, so try and ignore that if possible. And because of that, and because it's January and it is my month of fasting and abstaining from a lot of things, there will not be a drink in today's episode. Just mucus thinner and some good old fashioned water. So please do forgive me on that. And we'll get right back into it, into my favorite wines and cocktails and tasters that I do. As soon as I get out of this period and I break my fast, we'll get right back on the horse. I'll probably make some mocktails, maybe, for the next 2 or 3 episodes. Not sure. We'll see where the groove, the night, the spirit leads. So I just wanted to do this episode as a let's start over, right? Let's start again. And I didn't feel right starting it with a poem. I thought it was just best to be as open and honest and start with an apology, because I did start something and I kind of just dwindled away. And so I just wanted to give a little bit of perspective, sort of perception versus reality in this episode, so that I can kind of feel like I've given the explanation that I feel like everyone is owed. But also just to keep it real, keep it 100, keep it 8 more than 92. And the truth is, I had a really bad crash. I just crashed. I had the idea and the drive to start Misunderstood from all the way the beginning of last year, 2023. I was supposed to start early, I was supposed to start bright, and then I hit what I call a depressive haze and lost quite a significant amount of the year to that. And so by the time I got up and out, it felt like doing Misunderstood was way overdue, and it was a goal that I had already put for the year, and so I felt like the year can't finish without me doing it. The year can't finish without me trying to do talent and things. And so I just kicked myself into overdrive, not knowing that I was just going to burn out. Burn out because I'm not used to being so in tune and in touch with my feelings and talking about them. Burnout because I have a serious fear of failing, of failure, of feeling like a failure, of going through anything that I perceive to be as, oh, I failed in this aspect and in this regard. And so I just pushed, and I pushed way too hard, way too fast in an area that I know nothing about. And so I kind of killed my little pod being before it even started. But I am clawing my way out of that place, and I think in this time away, a lot of it was kind of spent in that spiral. But now I'm coming back to a place where I remember that mama ain't raised no wimp, okay? Got to see it through, and I gotta pick up where I left off. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, trying to better this time around, and not succumb to my every emotion, because I do tend to feel things a lot intensely, maybe even more intense than I should, in most times and in most situations. So trying to regulate and to stay disciplined, to stay the course, and to see it through is what we are entering this new year with. It is a prayer point of mine. Let me do the work. Let me do the preparations. Let me just start completely on a new foot. And so, with that being said, if you would be so kind, let's start over. Let's reintroduce ourselves. And in all honesty, perception versus reality is I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea where I'm going. I just know that I have to keep moving. And I'm hoping that that's enough to get me some form of direction, or to be patient enough to wait for some form of direction. I don't know what I'm doing in a lot of spheres in my life, and I prefer to make it seem like I have everything figured out. I think it's a little bit to my detriment, but I think as an overthinker, I try and make myself cognizant of the fact that I rip into myself so much. Any bad thing, insult, thought, idea that anybody outside has of me, trust me, I've thought it about myself 10 times worse and 20 times before you even said it, because I already considered the absolute worst form of insult to myself. And so, navigating a space in which I really feel insignificant, I really feel minute, is very difficult, because I am my biggest critic, and I'm probably my biggest up in most of the things that require self-worth and self-trust. I'm trying to unlearn that, and I hope that you are patient with me, and I hope that I can be patient with myself as well, because it is very much in every sphere of my life right now that I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea why things are so upside down, but I know that at the end of every storm there's a rainbow. There is a reason why things are so upside down. There's a reason why I feel all the things that I feel. And really, I just need to make sure that I don't succumb. So, to anybody who might be feeling the same way, feeling like, they're not going to do the new year, new me thing, I don't recommend that. Don't do it. unless you're going to allow yourself to work on it for the whole year, I hope that you guys can join me and be kinder, not just to other people, but especially to yourselves, especially in spaces that you've never navigated. I've had to tell myself so many times that awuyazi into oyenzayo lana. Like, it's okay. You're going to stumble and fall, and it is not a failure. I need to change that perception. I need to change that mindset. And I'm praying about it. Okay, I prayed about it. I prayed. I really am. I'm praying about it. And I'm wanting to give myself the benefit of the doubt, because only I really know what I'm feeling and what I'm going through, and the perception that I've got everything figured out, the perception that I know what I want, is partly my fault, I suppose. I exude that more than it's actually true, so I don't blame people looking on the outside. But I think my takeaway personally is that things are not always as they seem on the surface, and so give people grace for their opinions, because you can never be 1,000% sure how you come across to someone else, to other people. And hopefully in that, allow people to also experience you and what's really happening within you, within your mind, within your heart, within your plans, of course. And just trying to remember that I don't have to do anything alone. We don't have to do anything alone. Trying to remember not to lose my voice again. Keeping vocal, keeping intentional, and no matter how many times you fall, just get back up. Just get back up, homie. You can do this. And that's as much for me as it is for you. It's the 20th of January. It's the first month. There are 11 more to go, and there's plenty of time if you're willing to work to get to where you want to be. And I promise you all, willing to work and wanting to get to a new place, to reach new heights, to break barriers and ceilings, and just take y'all with me on that journey. So it's been hard, it's been rough, it's been rocky, but it's also been very humbling. I can't say that it's been fun. It has not. It has not been fun. And there have been moments of good times, and I will forever cherish moments of good times. But there have been a lot of tears, been a lot of sleepless nights, and I just needed to take a break from everything, and I did. Some of it is catching up to me now, and I'm having to live with the consequences, but everything happens for a reason, and it's not over until it's good. And that's really what has been keeping me going. That's what's got me out and in front of my mic. That's what's got me writing and editing. It's got me planning. Is that this cannot be the end, and it's not over until it's good. So if anything from this time that you have given me, I hope you take that I am human and I promise not to be anything but. And so, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I do apologize for the wait, But also remember that you don't really know what's going on with someone, you don't really know what's going on with people. Your perception of a relationship, your perception of a goal, your perception of progression is always different from the next person's and their reality. So, kind of getting hit by reality's been hard. It's been tough. But we move. Like a river, we flow. And kind of just let it roll off the back. And that's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully, I'm succeeding. And I think being able to sit here and say that, look, I messed up, is a step in the right direction. And I hope that you can come along on this journey. No idea where we're going, but there's no way to go but up. And so let's go up, up and away. I didn't feel right starting with a piece of art, but I also didn't feel right having an entire episode and not having any bit of art in it whatsoever. But I think it is most authentic for me to have some kind of art, and if I do add it, just know it's because I really felt it. I'm stepping into a new identity, stepping into a new self in which the creative in me is allowed to shine, is allowed to be at the forefront. I live and breathe to create and take from bad and make it good, or make it palatable at least. And yeah, so let's start again. Let's start over. And hopefully you come back. Hopefully you stay. Hopefully you become a crew member, cast member maybe. And let's do this thing. But for now, ingoma imnandi yaphindwa. And I should have a new episode for you guys somewhere in the week, just to make up for the fact that this isn't really a planned episode. I'm really just speaking from the heart. So I can't say same time, same place next week, because I'll be in your ear just a little bit sooner than that. But after that, it'll be same time, same place next week. Ingoma imnandi yaphindwa. It's your girl, the Yellow S, signing out. Be blessed. What's good? I mentioned that it didn't feel right not having any piece of art in the episode, especially because it's the comeback season, it's the comeback episode. So I gotta, sprinkle the little huge, you know? So I'm gonna read something old, but I think very fitting. Or the title is anyway. Hopefully you enjoy. To whom it may concern. To whom it may concern, who do I address my anger with when I get tired of dancing in the rain, when this broken record ceases to play, the melody is still the same? Who do I complain to when the end of the rainbow is out of sight, when my legs get weary, my forehead sweaty, and I begin to crumble? Who will wipe away my tears when my eyes get blurry? When these saltwater streams cascade down the mountains of my cheeks into valleys of my laugh lines. A reminder that I wasn't always like this. To whom it may concern, I love it when you recreate sweet nothings into the sunset. My favorite time of day, I know you're listening. I know you're waiting anxiously for my heart to stop beating, for me to join the sweet nothings that twirl around me at sunset. I'm waiting too. However, don't rush me. Let me take my time with this. To whom it may concern, can you make it stop? I don't usually beg, but if you have a remedy, I'll give you everything. There's not much left, only words and phrases painting pictures. The highest level of vulnerability drenched in pain and sorrow. It's all I have to offer. Take it if you must. To whom it may concern, leave me better than you found me. And if you cannot fulfill my request, at least leave me as I am, broken and incomplete. See, many have passed through these fields and picked my roses, smelled my fragrance, promised me forevers, and left. To whom it may concern, many moons will pass before this letter reaches you. But handle it with care, my heart is buried between each line, my tears stain each word, and I will still ponder upon these questions while waiting anxiously to join the sweet nothings that twirl around me at sunset. That is To Whom It May Concern, written in 2016, a couple of years ago, by me, the LOS, your favorite blast from the past, and I hope that you enjoyed. And let's do this again. It's been fun.